Hello, everybody. I'm Chanel Meyer from the Positive Impact Movement, and I'm here with Francesco Carvelli. He's a member of our community and a dear friend of mine. He's become a dear friend of mine. So thank you so much for being here, Francesco.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Always so nice. So I wanted, as I usually do, I think the best way for someone to present him or herself is doing it yourself. So I would love for you to explain what you do. And well, yes, what is your project?
Yes, basically I'm a creative. I've been working in artistic environment from a long time, and independent. Mm-hmm. And what I do, and I'm helping social change makers to make a change in our world with helping them with the creativity strategies and tools that I acquired in my experience, helping other people setting up things and projects that are sometimes difficult.
Mm-hmm. Many times. My experience.
So basically, yeah, what I do is like I support with different kind of strategies, people that they are trying to make an impact in our world. That's what I try to do.
Yeah, because usually it's that, no, we don't know where to start. We have an idea, and we don't know where to start. So you have the tools to help us out with that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yes. Sometimes I try. Well, you do it as well. We use different kind of tools that helping people to actually make clarity in their vision. Mm-hmm. Vision itself is not enough. Sometimes you need to put some structure into it, and that's what I do. I understand that you cannot have just ideas without any structure, right?
Yeah.
And you cannot work with the structure without ideas. It's like there is a need. Yeah. And same thing we can say about action and strategies. We cannot have strategies by themselves. They don't go anywhere. If we only have actions without any strategies, we still we go everywhere. We don't do any change in the world. So we need the combination of those things. And I work with tools that help people to balance this, to find good answers to difficult questions. Right?
Yes, we lived it in the community with what you do. You've been helping us out, many of us. Yeah. So I really, Francesco, I love him. He's very passionate, and he really helps us and supports us with his knowledge, his experience, to unblock ourselves many times to know where to go next, because many times what happens to us socially conscious change makers is that we get stuck, and we retrieve ourselves, to look inside and see what's happening outside, how it has affected us in our inside. And many times we don't know how to continue, and we are blocked with something that we just don't know where to go, with our project. So Francesco is, when it happens to us, he's always there to support us.
100%.
Yes.
Well, I'm always I'm always there when there is a good cause. Mm-hmm. And I know that behind any good cause, there is always a good person.
Yes.
And for me, it's very important what you know already, the work on values, that for me, it's very important. And when there is alignment between you, the service that you do, and the people you serve, then everything is smooth. But sometimes there is a bit of a fog. It's not clear what exactly we value, or sometimes we value too much what other people think, right?
Yes.
Or what the society is imposing us to think. And that's what I do. I try to break this filter down and bring some clarity and starting from the basic, I think always is the best to move on from what is really important for us as a singular individual, and start, as you always say, Jeanette, from within, from inside out, right?
Yeah.
And that's the best way of approaching things and values and society at large. Yeah?
Yes. And yes, from the inside out. And the good thing that I've been seeing in you and experiencing also is that you recognize the person behind the idea.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, no? So
yeah, absolutely. That's very important. There is always a person behind any idea, and
yes, and you see the person behind it. It's not that you recognize, like you see the person. It's just you see who the person is.
yes,
So you help this person to get out.
yes. I try to find the key of the specific person to understand what the resources this person already has.
Yes.
Just helping to move on and using these beautiful tools.
Yes.
But they're a little bit rusty sometimes. So I'm helping to reshape and review this, and with your, because I believe if someone doesn't understand one thing, it's very difficult to come with a system that it's not familiar with you.
Mm-hmm.
You need to develop your own tools, your own way of
Yeah.
dealing with things. And then my effort is always to understand the same language, to establish the same language, and then move on from there.
Yeah.
That's why the values are very important, because values are shared. And when we share the values, we find common ground. And from this common ground, we can establish like direction to move in a better place, in a resolution, right?
Yes, yes, I love it. And well, today's question for you was is why have you created your project? You've said it, but
yeah, I said it already. I created because I am a giver, and I've been giving a lot, and I also received. But what I'm saying is, like, for me, giving is one of the most simple things to do. It's like if someone is in trouble, that's what I am, and I like to be that person. And therefore, as I said before, the social conscious change makers, I can see how sometimes we struggle for things that are, for some others are very simple things to do. So to put my experience a little bit in service, that makes me feel very happy. That makes me feel like I'm accomplishing a part of my life mission, and helping others helps me, like, ultimately.
Yeah.
So this is what.
No, and we've seen it. We've seen it because we've seen it in the community. No, your evolution also. From when you,
as I say to you before, the community has been helping me tremendously in these last few months, and I really changed a lot, because I found more than a community, I found a family, and it's beautiful to feel like this, among people that they can understand, and we can be vulnerable, be ourselves, and sharing our life, our ups and downs, and make it strong, make stronger impact in the world.
And the other thing that also I loved, because one thing we say in PMove is that we are able to practice who we are and what we do, no? And you have given us a session about values to us, to a group of us, no? And that this was for everybody was a co-learning experience. for many, because of all the process of values, of defining the values, no, and for you, for experimenting with us, with a group, no.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really interesting because instead of doing one-to-one with the values, I did it with the group, and it was, but it was wasn't just a group; it was the community itself.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment in which like we all in the community did that, it felt really special because we were building our own values around. We were working around our own values and the vision of the community for the future. It started to make sense because we were sharing it, and we were putting like some base for what happened next. Yeah, it's beautiful to be part of it. It's to contribute to build something that it grows and it becomes bigger, and that is shared by others, right?
Yes, and together.
That's what I was telling. Like we're becoming more family. In a
Yes.
way, we're sharing more and more our values, and we don't take it for granted. We work on them and we review them, and that's what it makes so special. The fact that it's not just words, it's there are actions that we establish, like all the time that we do our meetings, all the time that we share our words and we write something. We build this, stone by stone, we build like our own space.
Yeah.
This is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, mostly because it's with people like you. At the end, because it's people like you that are well, live by it and are who you are with us, and share openly your experience and knowledge, and are a giver, but at the same time are a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, thank you, really thank you. Thank you so much also for being here today.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.